where damage comes.
Okay, I'm back.
Sorry, are any of you big? Just out of curiosity. All right, so we just poured the
Nope.
alcohol on the altar,
I'm
and
trying to figure out if the stream ended real fast. Hold on, I think it did.
oh, okay, good.
Because I think
The recording part.
Yeah. If it is, then everyone will just have to wonder what happened at the end of the adventure. But OBS has said it's reconnected, so maybe it reconnected the entire thing.
Puppy, get a cord.
I'm not entirely sure what happened, but I just know that it disconnected. So, where's my? I can't. Why do I not have a studio? There it goes. And I got something stuck in my throat, which sucks. All right, Creator Studio.
Oh yeah, Maggie. I think we're all average size.
Okay.
You were asking if anyone was big.
Just curious.
Okay, apparently it's back.
I thought we were having more technical difficulties.
No, apparently we're back online. It just like reconnected itself. It's weird. Okay, well, cool. Well, welcome back, everyone. Hi, how's it going? This might be part 2, or might be not. I don't know. Okay, so we're back. So we just poured gasoline on the altar to destroy whatever it is that's making these clowns or these mimes mimic you or something.
Right. Rufus, did you light it already?
Whoa, there's definitely technical difficulties. I can see actions happening, but I don't hear any words.
Okay, no, I hadn't. Okay.
You were
I got my
miming.
cigar. I got my Clint Eastwood cigar, and I take a light. I don't think it's flammable enough because generally you can't actually light something with an ember, right? You need to have the flame. And
No,
so,
not if there are fumes.
what?
Not if there are fumes and you're Clint Eastwood.
Okay, then I do it with the cigar, and we could just narratively say it does it.
Mhm.
If it doesn't, I have to use the lighter, and it doesn't look nearly as cool, and I hand the lighter back, and the.
Oh no, I'm all about cool points. So you wanna
right.
light your cigar and then use the cigar to light the bomb,
Yeah,
as it were. Then totally.
And, yeah,
Totally.
so I hand the cigar, I hand the lighter back at the same time that I do it, and hopefully the altar bursts into flames.
The altar does burst into flame in a fireball of whoosh, and it's now on fire. The wood of the altar is burning. The mimes all stop what they're doing, drop to their knees, and start screaming.
Yes.
It is a
Take that, mime.
loud, blood-curdling shriek that causes you all to make resolve rolls.
No, the sanity is already coming to me.
Now, hopefully, you guys don't fail. Those of you that already failed.
Well,
Hey.
then this might be a good time for a luck.
I failed, but yeah, I'll do a lot.
I got a natural 3.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Natural
that's
3?
better.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh. And on my reroll, after using my luck, I got a 9.
Nice. Okay, so we got successes.
Yeah,
I
15 with
fail.
every roll. I had an 85 before that.
And you rerolled. Good.
Okay. So if you re-roll, is it re-roll and accept the result?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. So don't tell me, but I have a 40. I rolled a 38. Is there any ever times when you like have to shoot the moon? I mean, maybe a called shot from like a mile away to kill the final boss or something, but should you ever try, if you succeed, should you ever try and like
No, if you succeed, you can't make a reroll. It's only for failed rolls.
there we go. All right,
Yeah.
lovely. Then regular success.
Cool. So
I failed.
so
82
Pastor
out of
Adam
77.
failed his resolve roll, which is strange because he's the one that's supposed to be good at that sort of thing. Pastor Adam,
An altar on fire.
you become unnerved when this altar on fire causes the mimes to suddenly release a blood-curdling shriek that just screams to the heavens as this altar's on fire. The rest of you, while not shaken or taken aback by this, it's still quite a sight.
Yes. Oh my.
We need to
I
leave
will
this
cover
room.
Jack's eyes.
All right, I'm gonna turn around. Okay, I suppose what we could do is maybe just back up to the door, and
Which door? Because Aaron is next to a different door than the rest of you.
oh, I thought Aaron had moved back to the original door.
According to what Aaron or what Jose told me, Aaron had moved toward the one door on the side, 90 degrees from the rest of you.
And when you had told me to stop, he just stopped where he was at.
Right. Didn't come back.
Oh, I thought he came back when I motioned him to come back over and join us. All right. All right. So I guess I would say, all right. Well, I guess that did something. And I guess so. I would maybe suggest to the pastors near the old door, right?
Yeah, correct. Well, yeah. Everyone but Aaron is near the same door that you guys came through.
And I guess I would say, Pastor, without going through that door, can you just take a peek in and see what you see?
Yeah, I take a peek.
So you just sort of pull it aside and take a peek.
Yeah, tentatively pulled aside, not so brazen anymore.
You find a room, much like the large room that you were in before, except that instead of there being a big wooden ring in the center, there's seemingly a wooden floor, and there are people dancing in circles around each other. The music is extremely loud from in there. They're
It's a
varying
different room.
sizes, taller and shorter. Some look like children.
And
It's a different room, and they're all dancing in there. This is not right.
Okay. Okay. And do we all know that Aaron's standing at a door, or is it hidden?
I mean, it's the same flaps. So basically, to let you guys know, for each wall looks exactly the same. So of the sort of squares, each one has that sort of same center passage that you guys.
Gotcha. Okay, I wasn't tracking that.
Yeah.
All right. So then I guess I would say, I would say those things are on the ground. I would point at Aaron. I'd say same thing. Without walking through that door, poke your head in and see what you see.
He would definitely just open it a little and take a peek.
On the other side, you see a room with tiled floor. It's like a sort of black and white checkered tiles. In the room are 8 leather chairs that make like 2 on each side. So there's 4 sides, right? And there's 2 per side. And there's a small child-sized person sitting in one of the chairs. They're kicking his feet.
I'm gonna walk over to another door.
So you're gonna go around the mimes, or gonna go to the other side, directly across from Aaron?
Well, I'm not afraid of the mimes anymore, so
Okay.
I'm gonna walk around them. I'm gonna keep a wide berth of them,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna
sure.
walk
You don't want to
behind
get close enough for them to reach out and claw at you or anything like that, right?
them. Right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna walk back there, open up that, and peek in.
Okay. Oops, wrong one. What you see on the other side is a large room with a very large man inside. He seems to be holding what appears to be a sort of plastic toy mallet thing, but like large sized for his large fists, and he seems to be swinging it at a bunch of the childlike things that are running around playfully.
Is there, just real quick, is there any council skill in this? I noticed there's like an animal kin.
Mhm.
Is there anything to soothe people?
Yeah, it's the academic skill. The academic skill covers all of the sort of academic-y type things, and psychology falls under that category. So you can use it to sort of help people overcome sort of mental issues, usually insanities.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
But not like persuasion or something.
No, it wouldn't be any of that. It falls under the academics because you're using the psychological tricks that they use in like psychoanalysis and stuff. So you use like.
It's funny. I'm actually in a master's program for psychology, and I want there to be like an empathy one.
Yeah.
Funny
Right.
thing. Okay. All right.
I mean, in Call of Cthulhu, they've got an actual skill called like psychoanalysis and another one
Right.
called
Right. Yeah.
psychology.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I guess I would turn around to the group and I'd say, okay, well, it's freaky in here too. It's a big fat guy swinging a mallet at a bunch of happy kids, but there's no way out over here. And I guess I would point at the one remaining door and say, you know, one of you guys, Rufus or Jack, needs to poke your head in there.
I think with the mimes there, we should all move around together in the same direction, so that they will move around the other way.
Mm.
I
I'm
don't
actually
really want to
standing
get
behind-
anywhere.
I'm actually standing behind the mimes at this point.
Yeah, the mimes didn't move
Alright.
around or follow you guys as you moved and changed.
Oh, they didn't. Oh,
They're just screaming on the ground as the altar burns.
I say we all make for the opposite door at the same time.
Well, can we at least see what's in that other door first?
Yeah, well, behind the mimes.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
she's
I'm
at.
behind the mimes. I'm behind the mimes. I already
So
looked.
there's
Okay.
one more directly across from where Aaron is. You guys
Yeah,
can go
that
through.
that's the what. Okay, yeah, cool.
Should I
Rufus
open
knows
it?
that. Yeah, see what's there.
Maggie, should I open it?
Yeah.
Everyone? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And so, Pastor, you're doing okay right now. You're shaken, but not
Stirred.
utterly batty, right?
Yeah, I'm just unnerved. I'm not
Okay.
even up to shaking yet.
You good, Pastor? You cool? You cool? All right. So I open the door.
I
You
am
s-
the stone.
You see a
Alright.
room with as you open it, you see a very large room with a large guy inside. Very large, big guy with a big plastic mallet that's man-sized. He seems to be chasing a bunch of kids around as he's swinging the mallet.
So the same
Maggie?
thing I saw.
Shit.
I described this to Maggie and going, Maggie, did you see blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah? And you say, yes,
Yeah.
I assume, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at right over here.
This is a most unnatural place. It defies all logic. That is proof that it is not of the Lord. Brothers
Yeah.
and sisters, and actually, since it was brought up, I want to use the academics to try and like reground everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, that,
We'll let
that
you do it.
style. Brothers and sisters, we are being fooled. Our minds are being played with. I tell you, we need to praise the Lord. We need to praise the Lord and understand the truthfulness of his word. This is all bullshit.
Hallelujah, I say.
Yay.
Amen.
Amen.
And I have to do this at disadvantage because of the shaken. And I'm spending a
Yeah,
luck
the unnerved.
use.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not going to spend the luck. I'm going to use one of my faith.
Faith. Yeah, that's smart.
Reroll. Yeah, lets me reroll failed rolls. So we'll try this one more time.
So the pastor has another special ability that allows him to reroll. It's much like the luck use per day, but it's his faith in the Lord.
Yeah,
He puts his hands
the
on the
faith.
Lord. Yeah.
So
Or
that
whatever
one.
Lord that he worships.
Yeah, right. Whichever one it happens to be. But with disadvantage, that gets me a 63 out of 7. Rolling luck one more time. I've only got a 60 there, so that's still a fail. Hold on. So that's one faith, and now I'm using one luck.
Right, and that's the way that those two work together. Is you can do the luck use second roll if you used faith instead of the luck use, right? So, yeah. So that's that
So-
shoot for the moon thing you were talking about. You can, if the abilities are not the same thing, you can do it twice. It actually says it in the description of faith.
Yeah, because you can't use luck twice on the same thing.
Right.
Kind of deal. So but this one gives me a 44 out of my 60 with the disadvantage this time.
Okay, so you succeeded.
The other one would have been way awesome, but disadvantage. sucks.
Everyone gets to make
Yes,
a resolve
succeed.
roll again if you're unnerved in any way.
Oh no. If we're already unnerved.
Yeah. If not, then when you get the next time you do a resolve, we'll deal with it then.
Yeah, just trying to reground ourselves.
I
The
think
pastor's
it's-
a little shaken by this.
I think it's just.
Yeah,
you
I'm
at this point.
shaken.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are. Yeah. Okay, so
No, no,
both of
I
you
failed.
get to make the. Oh, you failed again.
No.
Roll or resolve.
Yeah,
said?
you get to re-roll your resolve if you're currently
Okay.
unnerved.
I got a 3 on this one.
Oh, go.
Yep, 52 out of 67.
I got a 20 out of 40.
Nice.
Nice,
All right.
nice.
So you guys are you're back to your normal situation. You're not unnerved at this point.
All right, I'm gonna peek in again real quick and just count how many kids there are.
Sure. Yeah. So you peek in and you see, where's my die? There are 3 kids running around the big man. And as you
Okay.
see that one of them gets hit with the mallet, they sort of get knocked down, like their skull is cracked open. But when the mallet comes away, they get back up and start running around again.
Cool. They're like little jack and boxy things.
We can't just stay at one place. We
No,
have
I
to
know.
make a decision and move.
Well, there's every room changes, right? So we got to find. We either keep going deeper in to whatever this is. We've got the 2 rooms that are alike, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rufus, poke your head in there. Are there 3 kids in there?
What do I see, GM?
3 kids.
So maybe you and I are looking at the same room. So I'm going to walk across. I'm going to go in my room. Or actually, if I walk through the door, or if I'm standing at the door, can I look across and see that there's another door in that other room?
Yeah. When you look across, you see the same sort of setup. There's the curtain walls with doors in them.
Should we both walk in and turn around to see what we see? To see if we're separate?
Because then if the room changes, we're screwed. Because every time we walk through a door, if we walk back, it's a brand new room. It's never the same room again, right? And this is the only time that I think we're looking at the same room. God, not like it makes any difference. So then if I walk through, I can figure out that we're in the same room. Oh wait,
I'll hold the door open for you.
what if I stood at my room at my door, right? Get the heck out of the way, Rufus, and try and fire an arrow through, and see if it comes through.
That's certainly something you could try.
All right, I'm gonna try that because stuff.
Yeah, I'll move over there and hold the curtain open for her arrow to go through.
Okay, so
And I'm out of the way of your arrow if it comes through some sort of, right? I'm not standing in the way of your arrow if it travels through a dimension that is mirrored, right?
right.
However that works, GM, right? Do you know what I'm saying?
You're hoping.
Okay, I'm hoping.
She's
Well,
not.
I mean,
she's
you
not
just-
targeting you. So, in theory,
Other left!
Okay, okay, so that was just a regular success.
Okay, roll a dodge for me, Pastor Adam.
Oh crap! He's standing right next to me. Not the worst shot.
Oop. I lost my dodge. Gosh, I know it's right in front of me. How the heck do I not see where the heck this is?
It's under right next to the shield. It's the first one on the list of.
Oh gosh, yeah. I don't know how I missed that. I went blind for a moment.
Is someone hurt in the reverend or something?
No.
No?
Just no. It wasn't me.
So that is a 42. Yay! Out of 50.
Cool, you succeeded. The arrow, when you fire it, goes across the room through the other flap, and as it does, an arrow comes flying from directly across from you guys into the room you're in, and almost hits the pastor as he dodges it.
So it came out the
Behind
door
you.
that Rufus is at.
No, directly behind you.
Directly across. Did
Who's
Rufus, did
standing
you
at
see
that
an
door?
arrow go through? Oh, there's no one at that door anymore.
Yeah, because Pastor Adam was at that door.
Yeah, because I was. That's the room I had just looked in.
Oh crap! So it's not the same room.
Yeah.
I think normally the players know stuff that the characters does not, but I think Rufus may know more about this than Enoch me does right now. So that's all.
Okay. So this room. Okay, wait. So we're in the room that we've lit on fire. The room that I just fired an arrow into. It goes into the room with the dancing wooden floor, which comes back out here.
So it crossed the room and went to the other side like you intended it to, when you
Mhm.
fired it into the room, right? But when it went through the flap on the other side, it came out behind you from the room that had the dancing wooden floor with the dancing.
Yeah, like as if the room that that you shot into, as if the door on the opposite side there was the door behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Like it loop thing.
So it's more
All right, well,
like
first
a
of
loop.
all, I'm picking up my arrow.
Oh yeah, it's more like a loop than a mirror. Correct? Is that what? Right?
Kind of, yeah. It's all rooms lead to this center, so this is the center.
Yeah, I think we've got to go in here. If we're looking at this room from multiple sides,
No, I think we're in the center. Maybe. Are we not in the center?
I don't know.
Crap. I thought I had this. Should have just stayed and killed all the freaking clowns.
Jack, do you know what's going on? Sometimes kids have that kid logic that breaks. You know how adults think too much?
Why
And
don't we
kids sometimes
try
can see more clearly?
shooting
Well-
another arrow through the other room and check her floor?
I think that we are all in a dream, and we are all dreaming this. And sooner or later, a rainbow kitty will fly over our heads and save the day.
A what?
I don't think there's going to be any rainbows helping us today. The Lord helps them what helps themselves. I say we go handle some business.
Alright, I load up an arrow.
You load up an arrow? Where do you shoot it?
I go shoot at the clown with the big giant hammer.
You're gonna shoot it at the clown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going in the room, or are you just standing at the door?
Now I'm gonna shoot the clown twice with my special ability, which is rapid shot.
Random,
But the question was, are you
in the
going
room?
into the room, or are you gonna stand outside and shoot through the
No,
flap?
I can stand where I am and just shoot him twice.
Okay, so through the flap.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, I'm just telling you right now, I'm getting my ass on the ground. I'm lying down right now.
Alright. So I get to make 2 attacks. Woohoo. Alright. I got a 60 out of 90 for my first one. Alright.
Okay.
And for my second one, I got a nat 1. Yay!
Whoa! A nat 1. Okay, well that's awesome.
I don't know what that does, but there you go.
Critical success, right?
What's up?
That's the critical success.
That's a critical success. That is correct.
Oh yeah, that's
So
Big
there's
Mojo.
There's no way that he could dodge it, and something incredibly cool happens at the same time. So, Jack, why don't you go ahead and roll for me a d10 and tell me what the number is?
And that 1d10.
Yeah, just a 1d10.
Alright, awesome. I got a 6.
Cool. A 6. Okay, so when your shenanigans. When your arrow hits the target, both arrows hit, but that one that you did really well, it seems to go straight toward the target, hits the target, and despite his large size, the arrow itself passes cleanly through him and hits one of the children behind him. It buries into its neck and it goes down. But he takes damage, and so does the thing. Why don't you go ahead and roll damage for me?
Okay, so do I roll 2d4 twice?
2d4 twice, yep, because both hits hit.
Alright. So
Did they
total
both pass through the guy?
No, just the one. The other one solidly struck him in his.
Alright.
fluffiness.
So I did a total of 10 damage.
Okay. And then roll a 2d4 one more time.
Oh, that is
Oh,
what
no,
I
sorry,
mean.
do-
I rolled.
No, do 1d6. I'm sorry, 1d6 now for the damage to the
Okay.
kid.
Oh dear. And I do 3 points of damage to the kid.
Okay. Cool.
Excuse me.
So the kid gets back up. The guy has an arrow stuck in him. It's in his fluffiness. He's taken some damage. 10 points. All right. The room you're in has the screaming mimes. They stand up and begin moving towards you guys. The large man in the room that just got hit with arrows turns and looks towards you and goes, "Welcome to the games!" What do you guys want to do?
I think we've been in the damn games.
I think we are the games.
You know, I say we go to the door Aaron was at, because that was 8 leather chairs, a tiled floor, and 1 kid.
Yeah, we got burning mimes standing up and looking at us too.
Okay, they're not on fire, are they?
Oh, they're burning. Didn't you just say they were on fire?
No.
No?
The
Okay.
ones
Oh,
that
in
were
the
on
burning
fire.
room. In the
Yeah.
burning room.
In the burning altar.
The burning altar room, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
yeah.
So I would just say, I would just kind of pull, say, Jack, come on, get away from there.
I mean,
And I'd say, Aaron, look in that room again. Does it look the same?
Oh, I would definitely take a look again and see.
Looks the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Talking about that, is the thing still on fire?
The altar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still on fire. But the
I wanna
mimes are
keep
now standing
that
up
at
and
the-
being serious.
Okay, so I'm going to wave at my mime and see if she waves back.
She does not.
I am waving like a crazy person. All right. I would suggest that we all sort of move towards, unless anybody's got a better idea, I say we all start moving towards the leather chair area. It's like a barbershop, maybe, and walk into that. And I might even, when one of us walks into a room, can we turn around and see the others? Do we know that?
Sometimes. You haven't really tried that so much.
We haven't
yet.
really checked it.
Except
All
for
right.
you know that Rufus saw everyone still in the room behind him
Right, that one time.
that one time.
That sounds like as good a plan as any. Us against one sounds like really good odds. And odds rhymes with God, so I say we do it.
Possibly be the right answer.
That can't be right.
All right. Well, okay. So I'm gonna put my bow back on my back and pull my hatchet back out. Screw that. I'm gonna pull out a scalpel.
Oh man.
And because I'm really good with those. And what I'm gonna suggest is, okay, just hang here. I'm gonna step in that room
With the tile, with the checker floor.
with the tile and the kid,
Yeah. Okay.
and you guys just watch me.
hmm
So what happens? Can they? So if I step in the room,
Mhm.
can I still see them?
Yeah. So when you step in the room, it seems like for you the music stopped. That organ music just sort of stops. And it's a peaceful, empty room. It's quiet and calm. And when you look back, they're still there looking in at you. Clustered
Okay, and
around the doors there.
Are there again three other doors?
Yep, there are 3 other doors in here. There are also 7 unoccupied chairs and 1 that's occupied by a kid, or what appears to be a kid. But as you get closer, you realize it's just a small person, like a dwarf or someone height challenged.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the height challenged individual, and I'm gonna be like, "Hi. Can you understand me? Can you speak?"
Hi. But when this person responds to you, hi, it feels funny, like the word is not hi, like it's a different language or something. But you understand it as hi.
Do you understand me?
Yes. Do you understand me?
I'm hoping so. Can you tell us how to get out of here?
Well, first you should probably take a rest, and then I can explain it to you all.
Hey, Pastor,
Yes.
how good are you at telling if people are telling the truth or not?
I leave the deciding of truth and lies up to the Lord.
I don't know.
I know my word is truth, and I know the Lord's word is truth. Other than that, I can't be too certain anymore.
All right, I'm just gonna turn around to these guys. Did we lose Scott again?
No,
no,
I'm
he's
here.
there.
I'm here.
I'm gonna turn around to those guys and say, look, there's a small guy here, and he suggests that we go to sleep, and when we wake up, he'll tell us how to get out of here, which means he knows how to get out of here. So maybe this is the right. And I'm gonna look at the small guy again and say, look, I'm feeling pretty fresh right now, not really feeling like I need to sleep. So if you could just point me to whichever door gets me back to the real world, I'd really appreciate it.
All doors lead back to the real world, but all doors lead back to the jester.
The jester. Are you the jester?
No.
Do you know where the jester is?
Yes. Haven't you seen him?
I'm not sure. What's he look like?
Large and has a big hammer.
God, I hate him already.
I shot him.
So, in order to get out, do we have to go through the jester?
You could say that.
By go through, I mean kill.
Yes. Or you could wake up.
Oh man, options. Can these guys? Can everybody else hear this, or is it just me?
Just you. They can hear you talk to them when you're talking to them, but they can't hear what the person's saying. He's in a chair in the room.
Sorry, we can hear this, right?
You can
No,
hear
you can't.
her when she talks to you, but you can't hear them when they're talking to each other.
Wait. We can hear her when she talks to him.
No, when I'm talking,
you
when
can-
I turn around and tell you
when she
what's going
turns
on.
to try to talk to you guys, you can hear her. But when she's talking to him, you can't hear anything.
Nothing. Not even like.
Okay, I'm gonna try and intimidate the guy.
I'm also thinking, since it doesn't seem to be dangerous, I'm gonna walk in there with her.
I'm with you on that. And I'm gonna turn around to the pastor. I don't think we should all go. Somebody needs to stay inside that other room so that we have a way to walk back in to that main room. If I look in, can I still see where they are?
Yeah, there you can still see them looking at you.
Roof, do me a favor. Put 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
But for those of you that are in that room,
Done.
the white-faced people with black stripes have now gotten extremely close to you and are really close now. In the next moment, they'll probably be grabbing you. They're that close.
Okay, so they've recovered from their whole screaming fit thing
and
fully.
they've been moving towards you.
Yeah, but they're like fully legit. They're fully okay.
All right,
Maggie, I'm gonna start shooting mimes.
all right, hang on, just one second, because remember, those are us, and I'm gonna run as
I
fast
know.
I'm gonna run as fast as I can
Uh,
and check the other doors. In the room
okay,
I'm in.
so we're gonna end up in a sort of initiative thing, where your actions will be to run around while they do something with these mimes, because these mimes are clearly not friendly.
Can I tell Pastor Adam to check a couple?
That's what they call redundancy. Mimes are never friendly. They pretend like they're friendly, but they're not.
All the world of mimes are angry with you right now. Let's see. But, we won't hear about it.
Oh,
But
Bad puns.
I'm gonna
no,
step away,
just
but-
puns.
I'm gonna
They're
step
all-
away, but I'll still be able to hear. I'm just like right
Okay.
out of frame.
12, 7, 2. Maggie. Oh, wait. Jack is first. Because Jack is 18.
Is anybody particularly fast?
15. Yeah.
Jack.
Jack is. In this particular case, Jack is extremely fast.
Okay, then I would say to Jack, come here. I want you to check these other doors, or at least I want you to check is a square, right?
Yeah.
So can I just say, Jack, check that door across from us, but don't go through it. Adam, check that door. I'll check this one over here. And we each do it on our turn, I guess.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep, that is how it would go.
And it's a good plan.
And I'm just thinking, and I know you know this already, Rufus. Just if you can hold your fire as long as you can.
As long as you can. All right. So Jack enters the room, and Jack gets to take an action.
All right. I just walk away, wrong away from one of my from the clones, and go to check one of the, just go to a curtain like she said, and just open it up.
Okay. On the other side of the door, you see a big empty room with a large guy with a hammer chasing a couple of kids. Only he's looking directly at you.
Okay.
And can he turn
Lucky.
and tell us that?
Yes.
Yeah, speaking is fine. That's a free action as long as it's not like a
Yeah,
whole speech.
I say, big guy, big hammer. There you go.
Yeah.
And can we talk back to him, or do we have to wait till our turn?
It would be the next person to act would be able to respond back. It's Rufus's turn. Some of them left you.
I have a question. Is there a hold function?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a hold function. So Rufus can hold an action, or anyone can hold an action, and they can hold it until their next action time, then they lose it. So if they hold it, they'll like wait till other people act and stuff, that's fine. But once it comes back to their next action phase where they can act in that point, then if they haven't used it, they lose it.
Okay.
I think
we can't hear you.
you're muted, Rufus.
I want to aim at this kid and hold.
Okay.
The small man?
It's not it. Okay, so it's
It's a man
okay.
that I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dwarf is respectful, right? No? Yes.
I don't know. Peter Dinklage just used it in an interview the other day, so I'm thinking yes.
I think it is. I think that is a respectful or little person, whichever is most respectful for anybody watching out there.
Right.
I know it's not respectful. I'm not going to mention it.
Right.
So I'd like to aim at him and hold.
And you're not going to concern yourself with the mimes in the room?
Okay, they're right on me, right?
Basically, in the next action, they're going to move toward you and close the distance between you and them.
All right, I'm going to aim at my mime and hold. Okay, I would like to hold until, is it possible to hold until my mime makes contact with me?
Correct. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Yep.
This is a one-shot, people. I'm just telling you right now.
Right.
I run away from my one, so,
Yep.
you know.
Yep. Aaron, you're the next act. What do you do?
I'm gonna take out the bow that I found earlier, and I'm gonna use it as a prop, so that way when one of them gets near me, I can push him away with it.
Okay. So you're gonna hold your action, or you're gonna push. You're gonna hold it and then push when they get close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maggie, it's your action. What do you do?
Okay, so I'd like to do two things. One is I'd like to ask Jack if the big man has an arrow sticking out of him.
Mhm.
And then, depending on the answer, I'd like to check my door.
Okay. So you're gonna run over and try to check your door.
Yeah.
Or at least. Yep.
Right.
Okay. When you do, you see a big man in a room. He's quite large. He has a large hammer. He has kids around him. He's looking right at you.
Does he have an arrow in him?
He does.
All right, I'm going to say... Can I say something else now? Or is that the end of my action?
Yeah, we'll let you say something else. It's fine. You're not pushing
right.
it too much.
Well, I would just say... I would actually tell everybody, get in here.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Reasonable thing to say. Okay, it is now Pastor Adam's turn.
Yeah, after hearing "get in here," Adam, I'm gonna go rushing into that room.
Okay.
I'm assuming we're going into the jester, the big man.
So you're going into the room with the small person and the checkered floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or well, I was standing just inside that room already.
Oh, okay. So you're going toward the door that she's going out.
Yeah, because Maggie had just said get in here. I'm assuming it's towards the big man.
Oh, I just meant everybody come into the room with the with the dwarf in it.
Okay. Yeah. Then
get out of the room with the flaming
mimes.
usses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm just there. Then I'm going to use command action since I'm already in that room. And I'm going to let's see who would be the slowest. Rufus is about to have a turn. Sorry, I'm metagaming, looking at the initiative orders. So I'm going to actually use command action for Aaron. Aaron, get in here. So let me roll my command skills, see if I actually get to give you that action right now.
Wait, what?
Yes. 54. 54 out of 70. So I succeed on command. Wait, I am thinking about that the right way, right, Scott?
No, the command
Or
skill
no,
gives
it's-
him a benefit per your degree of success. with
That's
action.
right. I
So
think
you
I was
essentially
thinking of
assist- you
someone's
assist this
special
action.
ability.
Yeah, there is a special ability where you grant somebody an action. I
Yeah,
believe
that's
it's
not
actually
this.
a
Never mind.
priest one, but that is not what you're doing.
That's not one that I have. No.
No.
Yeah, no. I totally went the wrong direction with that ability thought.
Right.
No, I'm just gonna yell. I'm just gonna yell. Also, get in here, and that is actually just going to be my action. I guess stand guard for any potential mimes coming in.
Got it.
So I guess defensive.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Okay. So then the next things the mimes. Mimes start closing in toward you. Rufus, we'll start with you. Your mime comes into you to try to grab you. And Jack's mime is also trying to grab you. What do you want to do? You held an action until this moment.
What does it take to get a second action?
Well, so you can take the second action anyway, because if you're dual wielding, you just get to take that second shot at disadvantage.
No, can you say you can get to up to 8 actions per turn?
So that was I was talking about. You have 2 complex actions you can take per turn, right?
My aim was one of them, right?
Right. You've already taken that one, so you held one other action.
Right. How do I get another complex action?
You can't. So you get 2 per action phase, and the point that I was making is that if you have 4 action phases like Jack does, that's 8 actions per combat round that Jack gets to take. You don't really. In your case, you get 3, so you'd have 6 that you can make. But in this action phase, you used 1 and you're holding the other. You don't get extra actions, is what I'm getting at.
And the other mime is closing in on Jack, correct?
No. Jack's in the room. You have 2 mimes closing in on you.
Right.
Your mime and Jack's mime, or what you thought was
Okay. And who else is? Is there anybody else who's close to having a mime? What I want to do, if there's anybody else who's close, I want to grab them and tumble into the room with them. If it's just me, I want to lunge backwards on my own. But if there's
Aaron
anybody
is
else,
in the room with you.
What?
Aaron and the pastor were in the room with you, but the pastor went in already, so Aaron is next to you.
okay.
Jack's already in the room.
Jack is already in the room. Was already checking the door inside the room.
Can I? How big is Aaron compared to me?
I think you guys are the same size, roughly. You're both
How-
average
how-
sized, right, Aaron? I believe that's the case. Let me double check on Aaron.
Would that be on build or
Yeah, that would be your build.
my build says 90?
Your build is 90, so you might actually be technically slightly bigger than Rufus.
All right.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to use a fate point a luck point for this. If not, I'm going to try some sort of athletics move to
Okay.
tumble in with him. I am weak as shit, though. I have no strength. Wow.
What is your strength though?
20.
Ooh, yeah. So Aaron's gonna be hard for you to grab and carry without making an athletics roll. So you'll have to make the athletics roll. If Aaron was 40 in their build, then you would be able to carry him without dying.
And without metagame, have I seen him move this turn? I mean, that's metagaming it, but if we just say, have I seen that he's ready to... Is he
He's
flat?
holding-
Can I tell if he's flat-footed?
He's holding a bow out in front of him, but there's no flat-footed thing in this game.
I more meant like in a narrative sense. Does it?
Yeah, he's standing his ground right now with the bow out in front of him to sort of shove off the zombies that are technically at that same moment crushing in on him.
I'm just gonna leap back. I think about it for a second. I appraise whether or not I think I can bring this guy with me, and I can't, and I leap back
And into the room you go.
into the room with everybody else where the pastor called us and everybody else is.
Correct.
Do I need to make some sort of athletics or
Nope.
dexterity for that?
Nope.
Agility, rather.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
You just move back into the room.
A move action, yeah.
Yep. Okay, Aaron, you held an action as well. The zombies are coming in at you. What you just sort of at the same time that this is happening, Rufus disappears next to you. What do you want to do?
Well, I heard the father telling me to run in the room earlier, right?
Correct.
So he would definitely turn around and just haul ass.
Okay, another movement action into the room then. You're in the room as well. You're now all in the same room, and when you get in there, you notice that there's not the music is stopped in that room, and it just feels comfortable and calm. So there's no music.
Can we close the door to the mimes?
Yeah, for sure. Throwing the flap closed.
Okay. Are we still in initiative?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm just gonna tell the guys. I'm gonna introduce the dwarf. I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't catch your name.
I am called the Watcher.
Okay. So the Watcher here has told me that we have two options to get out of here. One is to go through this door and kill the big guy with the mallet, who's apparently called the Jester, or we have to go to sleep and wake up. Is that right? We had to wake up?
Correct. That is the answer. Wake up or go through the Jester.
And by go through, I want to be clear, Mr. Watcher. By go through, that means we have to kill the big man with the mallet. Is that correct? Guys?
And how do we wake up?
Go to sleep.
Jack sort of like goes to sleep.
Ooh.
I don't really think it's that easy, is it?
Say again?
No, I was gonna say I don't think it would be really that easy for us to just fall asleep with it.
Yeah, I'm not sleepy.
How do you intend for us to sleep? Adam says to the dwarf.
Well, you just go to sleep.
Yeah,
Is that the same as going through the Jester?
No, going through the Jester is one way out, but other ways are to sleep.
Is anybody here good at judging character? Because I am not. Anybody? Because I mean, I got no reason to think this guy isn't telling the truth, but this place is freaking me out, and I don't think anything is the way it seems.
Yeah. I really don't trust this go to sleep thing.
So wait a minute, Mr. Watcher, let me ask you something. Are you friends with the Jester? Are you enemies with the Jester?
No,
Are you trying to get us to do your dirty work?
I stay here in this room, and the Jester stays in his room.
And what do you watch?
I watch everyone that comes through.
Just this room?
All rooms.
You can see into all the rooms.
Sit. Watch.
Oh, crap. All right. I'm sitting down.
What happens if you guys get in the same room?
We've never been in the same room.
Maybe we, I was gonna say maybe we should grab his ass and toss him in there, but
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
liking this.
I'm gonna take the Watcher's
In
challenge,
character. I'm
and-
liking this.
and I'm gonna sit down.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down in the chair right next to the Watcher, and I'm staring right at him.
Is
How do
anyone,
you-
is anyone else sitting down?
How do you feel now that you're sitting down, Maggie?
I don't know.
Jack is like, yeah, trying to get some sleep. He's tired.
Gonna go to sleep. Why not?
What happened to teen testosterone crazed energy kid?
Crash.
the sugar rush.
I'll try sitting as well.
Okay. And so Rufus and Aaron are not going to sit.
I'm watching them for just a second to see if do they look like they're getting sleepy?
So okay. So we'll go to the sitters. I just wanted to confirm that Rufus and Aaron were not also sitting.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I got energy.
Oh, you're running off the energy drink. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You may never sleep. Okay, so for you guys that are sitting, At first, nothing seems to be any different. You're just sort of sitting and relaxing in the quiet peacefulness. But then make a resolve roll.
That is what we call a fail where I come from.
Yep, 77 out of 67. I also failed.
What about Jack?
Jack is sleeping.
Oh, Jack, screw it. I'm not even making the roll. I'm just going to sleep. Okay, that's fine. I'll let you opt for that. So for the two of you that failed your rolls, you sit there for a moment, and then you realize that like the curtains around this tent lift up, and you can just see all of the rooms and all of the activity. There's all kinds of stuff going on, but there's definitely a lot of clowns, and they're juggling, or they're chasing each other, or they're dancing, or there's people in cages and people hanging from the ceiling on crosses. There's a lot of things happening in this tent, but you realize in that moment that you just sort of fade away, and you can just see everything going on and see everything around you. But you don't see each other. You just see the rooms inside the tent, as if there are no walls whatsoever, and you're watching now. And Jack, you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Rufus and Aaron, these three. Well, Jack goes to sleep, just sort of lays his head down and seems to nod off. The other two seem to just sit there for a second, like they're waiting for something, and then their faces go blank and they become incredibly relaxed. Their eyes kind of glaze over and they seem to be drifting off somewhere.
Is the Watcher still awake?
The Watcher is still awake, and he's looking at you, and he's looking around, and he's smiling.
Where are they? I say to the Watcher.
They're watching now. They'll learn one day. They'll learn to control it and be in rooms at the same time as they watch.
I don't like the sound of this. We need to wake them. Aaron?
Yeah, he would try to like slap the pastor and let him in his face, try to wake him up.
Yeah.
Okay. As you slap the pastor, nothing seems to happen.
So the only two people who are experiencing this are Maggie and the pastor, right?
Right. Maggie and the pastor are currently watching the things in the tent, and they can see kind of detachedly as Aaron and Rufus approach them, and Aaron tries to shake and slap someone. Can't quite remember who that was, but there was someone you knew that once was there.
Cool.
Well, I mean, I didn't trust this guy to begin with, so I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna grab my sleeping bag, and I'm gonna fucking stuff him in.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to stuff him in the sleeping bag. I like that. That's what that was. Seriously, that's what I was gonna do with the...
So he would look at Rufus, see if Rufus would give him a hand, but he's gonna drag this little bastard in their room and toss him in the middle of it.
Okay.
Wait, who are you putting in the sleeping bag? I was gonna put the Watcher in the sleeping bag.
Yeah, the Watcher.
Yeah, good.
You're both on you guys are on the same page. You're gonna throw the Watcher in the sleeping bag. Okay. So you drag the Watcher across the room. He starts fighting, kicking. Go ahead and roll a strength roll for me.
Just out of
Aaron.
spectator curiosity, can we see this?
Yeah, you can see that. You can see them doing something with some guy. You
God, I
don't
wish
remember
we
who
had
that
some
was.
of that popcorn.
I rolled a
Didn't we have
4.
popcorn before? God, I wish I had
You rolled a
popcorn.
what?
A 4.
Oh wow, yeah, he's not gonna be able to pose that. Okay, so you drag the little person into the room, or into the edge, and then you just sort of hurl him into the room where the big man is, right? Is that correct?
That's the plan, and look in the room and see what happens.
Okay.
And I'm still there. Did me and Aaron have eye contact?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
All right. So you guys say something to each other. Anything that you want to say to each other. Any last words?
What's happening in there, Aaron?
All right, Jack. You wake up in the gift shop. You've been sleeping for a really long time. The sun has come up. And it seems to be kind of the way into the day, a little bit. It's a little past like the start of morning, so it's a little bit farther into the, not quite noon, but maybe like 10-ish or 11-ish in the morning.
Cool.
The others are asleep around you, but Pastor Adam and Maggie seem to be really pale, like there's nothing really going on there anymore. They're ashen, like they've passed on into another life.
Okay. Jack, just sparks up a fire again. Making sure they keep nice and warm, and puts blankets on their bodies, to keep them warm. And just make sure that they kept really warm. Because he doesn't know if they're dead or alive, so he just wants to keep them warm, and then he will set up some traps for some for badgers or rabbits around this area, type thing, for because he's a hunter. He knows how to hunt for, he knows how to set up little simple traps for rabbits and badgers and things like that. So that's what he will do for food.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So just a set of traps, sort of kind of live there, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
For a minute, yeah. Rufus and Aaron, what? Let's see. Rufus, what are you wearing?
I think I'm wearing. Has anybody ever seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I'm wearing a badass duster because I'm a cowboy, right? No, but I got a cowboy hat and motorcycle armor. That's the only thing it officially says.
Right, and then you can be wearing whatever other.
I imagine somebody who's a little bit of a redneck who thinks he's more of a badass than he is. He's got a badass leather duster, maybe a Skinner t-shirt, ringer, badass old jeans, snakeskin boots, beat up snakeskin boots.
Aaron, you wake up wearing some beat up snakeskin boots, a badass Skinner t-shirt, a duster, an old cowboy duster, a cowboy hat, motorcycle armor, and 2 guns on your hips. Aaron, what are you wearing?
He would be wearing a blue jeans, combat boots, a camo hoodie, and then a worn out Kevlar vest.
Okay. Rufus, you wake up wearing a worn out Kevlar vest, blue jeans,
stiletto heels,
combat boots. Yeah.
And Jack is wearing a big old sort of cape with the hood over it, like a Robin Hood sort of outfit. But underneath he have "We Will Rock You" sort of Queen t-shirt from the late retro 90s days, and have jeans with holes in them, and shoes with no shoelaces because he doesn't know how to do shoelaces up.
Nice.
So he has really baggy shoes, baggy trainers.
Nice. That's a very cool outfit. And so when you guys wake up, you see Jack sort of milling around wearing that, but you're wearing those other things, which is not what you were wearing when you went to sleep. In fact, you're actually kind of Rufus. You're much larger than you used to be. Not super large, but just bigger and bulkier. And Aaron, you're a lot thinner and lankier than you used to be. Also, somebody has all of your stuff because you have someone else's stuff.
Pretty sure that when we look at each other, we notice that we.
As soon as you look at the other one, you see that you see yourself, and you're like, "Wait a minute, hold on."
I'll probably just start screaming.
And you make a resolve roll, both of you, as you wake up as someone else.
I fell that horribly too.
Failed. Okay, you're gonna take an insanity, we'll say, for this.
Okay. Can you reroll resolve rolls?
I mean, if you want to do a luck use, for sure. If you have it.
I rolled a 92. I think I do.
Okay.
I haven't used the luck yet this session. Got to use the luck every session. Oh, and now I rolled a 99. Lovely. Okay.
Oh, it's even worse. Oh, man. Okay. Let me, oh, it's over here. I've got it on this side. Okay. Both of you then roll for me a d10.
Two.
I got a 5.
Okay. All right. Rufus, you're afraid to move into open spaces. You have agoraphobia. So basically, you're going to be stuck inside this gift shop for a while until you push yourself to the limit to kind of go outside of it. However, unfortunately, your friend Aaron Aaron, you I don't know how to mix it. Okay, the character. So Aaron, Jose, Aaron, your character has this this fear of making decisions because clearly your decisions have all been wrong throughout your life, including something like throwing the small person into a sleeping bag and then throwing them into the room with the large man. You're not you know decisions you just shouldn't make them. You're just afraid that would be a bad idea.
So we kind of like disintegrated out of the room we were in. Like that was the dream.
Right. You woke up like when you were like those last words you said to each other, like, what is going on in there, Aaron? Then you woke up as Aaron, essentially.
Right. How do
the adventure.
How do Maggie and Pastor Adam look?
They look ashen and empty. You're not like a doctor, but they don't seem to be breathing.
That's different entirely.
If only we had a doctor.
You guys woke up different. We didn't wake up.
Well, technically, we've just passed on to a new and brighter world, really.
We're watching.
That was really.
Oh.
Yep, and that ends the adventure.
Well done.
All right.
I just couldn't resist sitting on the damn chairs to see what was going to happen.
I know. I was curious. I was like, we're gonna try sitting in these chairs. At first, I thought it was like musical chairs. When you first walked in, it's like, oh, and the music stops. I was like, oh my god, you better sit down real fast, or something bad's gonna happen. But no, something bad happened from sitting down.
I kind of thought it was going to be the you could see things, and then when I failed the resolve, there's a certain sick part of me is like, well, I still have one left, but I want to see what happens. I'm like,
Anyway, that was an awesome game.
What happened to the little guy?
Well, you don't really know. You woke up before you could find out, but you do know that for some reason, when you threw the little guy in there, you woke up as someone else.
Even though I didn't get to do much, it was an awesome game.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop the streaming, and then if we can have a bit of a conversation afterwards, talk about how you guys felt about it. So, thanks for gaming, guys, and thanks for anyone who sees this. Supposing it happens, it might be 2 parts. I don't really quite know what's gonna happen here.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna say good night myself because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning over here.
That's true. Thanks for playing with
I really, you said you didn't get to do much, but I found your character to be you playing it very refreshing, having that something else besides just a bunch of grim survivors, and I found it to be a big contribution. So
thank you so much.
Right, and I would point out you're the only one who survived.
True.
Yeah,
you
like
totally
fully
fine.
survived.
Yeah.
Everyone else died or went mad.
Well, I played it smart. I just didn't I just wandered away when I needed to. I just didn't look at the things when I needed to. Don't look at it. Go sleep. Go sleep.
I thought that was great.
All right. Well, I'll stop recording, and we'll also say goodbye at the same time. So.
Thank you, everybody.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys. Night, David.
Good night.
Night.
Keep in contact with me if you want me to join another game in the future. All right.
All right.
Take care now.